of high caloric food in the American diet, even for the poor. I mean, I was the most shredded when I was the most broke. So that's technically not true. You're right. Being rich and having a lot of free time or being able to like hire these fucking people would truly make it easier for you. But you're right on the systemic side, but that should not stop you from trying your very best. It's all a matter of it is all a matter of it is all a matter of lifestyle choices that you can change, that you have the power to do so. Especially when the reality is that Jeff Nippard would explode if he watched this. Yeah, I don't know what this guy's talking about. Anyway, let me blast off. I'm a DILF, yeah. And also, I'm not a big keto guy. I don't really care about that. I'm a calories in, calories out guy. Yeah. Honestly, I hate these arcane videos that make it seem so complicated and gamifying weight loss. Weight loss is difficult for many, but it is simple. At the end of the day, calories are a source of energy. So if you consume more than your body burns, you gain fat, and the less, you lose fat. Yeah. That's it. A lot of these like hormonal imbalances or whatever the fuck, yeah, there's truth to it. You don't need to know. You're going to say poor people have less self-control, that's why they're fat? Abso-fucking-lutely not. I would never say that. That chatter is 100% correct. When you're poor, you have less time to make these considerations. When you're poor, it's harder for you to fucking diet. When you're poor, the healthy substitutes that are very expensive are not going to be easily accessible to you. There is a reason why in America now, poor people are fatter than wealthier people, unlike back in the day when you were a fucking oil baron or gout was considered to be like the king's disease. You know what I mean? You have no time for food prep or anything like that. You might not even have time to, work out. My point is, it's not impossible. It's certainly not impossible. I absolutely recognize the systemic problems, the systemic hurdles that are in front of you for anything when you're poor, really. I mean, it's not just weight loss. Everything fucking sucks when you're broke. It just doesn't mean it's impossible. It's much, much, much more difficult. But, it's not impossible. What supplements do you take for your diet? I don't do anything. I guess fish oil pills, and because I don't eat any seafood. I take fish oil pills for joint health, and I also take creatine pills because it's easier than drinking like a fucking big-ass protein shake at night. So it's not keto. He's saying high protein makes you less likely to overconsume on calories because protein and fibrous foods fill you up more. Understanding this makes the calorie deficit easier to do because it guides you how to make your diet. Yeah. Okay. Well, it is true, though. High protein is good because, you need protein for muscle development. My doctor made me stop taking fish oil pills because she said it was raising my cholesterol. Wait, really? Anyway, do you take pre-workout? No, I take a double shot espresso before I work out. What is this? Fully convinced this anti-fat phobia stuff is being pushed by fast food, junk food lobbyists?
You're judging my food choices based on a false standard of health again, aren't you? Guilty.
Diet culture, fat phobia, and systems of oppression have created false hierarchies of...
Yeah, that shit went hard on Twitter when it was popping off.
Bad for you. Oh no, are they moldy?
I've talked about this months ago.
Are you allergic? No, I'm just saying. You're judging my food choices based on a false standard of health again, aren't you?
Like, the donut is the worst thing you could use to make this point. Like, the fuck is... That's crazy. Like, it objectively, okay? Like, I get it. Good food, bad food, blah, blah, blah. But, like, a donut objectively is, like, one of the worst things you can consume. I say this as, like, someone who fucking loves donuts. You know what I mean? Donuts is not that bad. Yes, it is. It has nothing in it. It is just fucking carbs and fat. No, it's the worst fucking thing you can... No, it is so bad. Shut the fuck up. It's so bad. That doesn't mean you can't have it, okay? You can as a treat. Just know what you're consuming, though. It's got literally nothing in it that is, like, helpful for you. It just tastes incredible, okay? That's it. That's the only... It just makes you feel good when you eat it, and then very bad if you eat, like, 8 of them in a row, like I do, okay? Like, the argument that they're trying to make here... The argument that they're trying to make here is that, like, the only bad food... It's not good to say good food, bad food, blah, blah, blah. But, like, pointing to a fucking donut is so stupid. High sugar, high fat, 0 fiber, 0 protein, 0 vitamins. Yeah, it's just fucking sugar and fat. It is a fried bread with sugar on it. Calm the fuck down. Like, she could have used a Whopper would be a better example. A Big Mac would have been a better example of, like, food that is, like, something that you would expect is, like, really bad nutritiously. And it's you know, it's all fake shit in it. So it's, like, obviously not as good as, like, a real burger that you could have. Especially if you're, like, controlling how much butter you put in it or whatever the fuck. But, like, a Big Mac still has protein in it at least. 550 calories. It's, like, way more. A Big Mac is, like, way more balanced than a fucking donut.
Guilty.
Diet culture, fat phobia, and systems of oppression have created false hierarchies of food, and it shows up everywhere.
For instance, harmful thought patterns like earning food through exercising, or that dessert is the reward for the punishment of eating vegetables.
Remember that you do not need to earn food.
We are all incorrectly taught from a young age that our size, and therefore the foods that we eat, are markers of our self-worth. Moralizing food can lead to harmful relationships with food and disordered eating.
Instead of focusing on good and bad choices, try to approach food with neutrality in mind.
The only foods that are bad for you are foods that contain allergens, poisons, and contaminants, or food that is spoiled or is otherwise inedible.
Eat without guilt.
When people say something is bad, they just mean, like, it's not very healthy for you to consume. That's it. I'm sorry. The idea that we're having a fucking semantics conversation over this, especially when there's, like, a hidden nefarious agenda behind it, is so silly and it's so fucking stupid. Okay? No. I covered this back then, and I lost my fucking mind when I covered this back then. Like, if you're talking about teaching people how to eat, hyper-focusing on vegetables being bad is really bad. That's a horrible thing to do. I love veggies, okay? For the longest fucking time, I never really ate anything green. I didn't like it. I ate like a child. Now I love it. I eat a salad for every meal. Saturday, Drama Lord, React Lord, Murder is back on the menu. Get in now. I'm already a stepdaddy to 30K plus. Straight up, bro. True. Utah-based company ripped down Made in China tags and replaced them with Made in USA. Love that. Lions, not sheep. Yeah, that's what lions do. Gen X curses a lot. Are you going to watch Elon on Bill Maher? Yes. Yes, I am. Okay. I am. It's